And now it's time for the Douglas Propane Howe Bulldogs Head Coaches Show with Zack Hudson.
Coach, you had a bye week last week. What's your opinion on that? It's not a new deal. I guess they've been doing that about 10 years or now, but is that a good thing for you?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. It's a little up in the air right now. But, when you're banged up, it helps. Sometimes you pull a bye week, though, early in the season. Sometimes you pull week 10. I've had it actually come on week 10. So, and I believe Gunner has it week 10 this year. So it's one of those things where sometimes it comes at a good time and sometimes it comes at a time where you need a game. But everybody has it and it's there for a reason. You don't have to schedule it that way. We could have played here and not played the first week. But I'd rather have a bye in the middle of the season in case you're banged up.
Coach, you're 18-0 since 2014 when you rushed for over 300 yards in a game, and that was certainly the case in Caddo Mills, nearly setting a school record. Talk about that. I know it's been a long time, but let's recap the Caddo Mills game a little bit.
Well, it was ball control. We had a lot of big plays, so we ended up on defense quite a bit. But the good thing about big plays is it goes back to 2 years ago. There was a lot of big plays when Anthony was running the football, and you might be on defense, but you're still 7 points ahead than you were the last time you were out there. So it makes it that much easier, and it puts pressure on them to score. Anytime we can score that quick, they feel like they have to score that quick, and they get out of doing what they want to do. So I'll take 7 points over some long drives sometimes, and sometimes you just need a long drive. But ball control is what we live on. It's what we've kind of built the whole team around, is making sure we can control the football, and because less times they have it, less times they can score. So we try to live by that, and that's kind of our motto. And we got to get first downs and control the clock.
That leads into my next question. What we've seen over the last couple of years here is that ball control, and we know how effective it is, obviously, by the records that you're putting up. But you're ranked 10th in the state of Texas, according to Max Preps, and you're not really getting the hype from around here, from around the other cities. And I don't think everybody really understands the impressive amount of yards you're putting up. And I wonder if that's due to the style of game that you play.
Well, it is, and 98% of our yards is rushing yards, because that's all we do. And everybody likes the entertainment value of a spread offense, and you get to see all these big numbers, and sometimes you got a lot of big numbers, not a lot of points. But as far as the yardage goes, when that's all you do is run the football, you better have 300 yards of rushing, or you're probably not going to win. But at the same time, not getting the hype, I'm okay with that. I think our kids are okay with that. At the end of the season, that's when I'd rather the kids see the hype and where we place at the end of the season. Right now, I don't think anybody knows where we're at, because we played Caddo Mills, which is out there, in northeast Texas. You play Quinlan, which is south of them. And nobody in our district really played those guys. And nobody in our district, really played Bowie. And so we played a lot of teams other than Munster that a lot of our guys have not seen. We played Gunner and Munster, which is comparable, to people in the district. But it's difficult for people to tell where we're at. And, our style, I'm not real flamboyant. I'm not out there, beating the press down or anything. So it's just our style. We're going to sit back and try to win football games.
Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll hear from Douglas Propane.
Yeah, during the tornado that struck Howe, Cable One lost power to their tower out here, and we've got a propane backup generator for it. It had been running all day long, and they were concerned that it would run out. So we dispatched one of our large trucks. He could not get to it because of the mud and debris and pieces of metal just strewn throughout the pasture where we had to go. So we called in our service team, and we all pulled together, got in a four-wheel drive truck, and we're able to transfer about 75 gallons of propane out of cylinders into the tank to get them through until the larger truck could get out there.
Coach, you got Pottsboro this week. They have a 28-game district winning streak. Their last loss was right here on this very field back in 2010. a very emotional game, and I don't know whether that's good or bad to start the district. We'll let you decide, I guess.
Well, I like playing them early. We always play them about week 4, 5, or 6, and it just seems to always fall that way where our schedules line up. But they're a good football team, and the great part about playing a good football team is they're going to show you your weaknesses. It's like Gunner did. We played our best football. We got out of the Gunner game. Well, they showed us a lot of our weaknesses that we were able to go in and fix that other teams didn't show us. And so, Pottsboro is a great football team, and they got great coaches. And so, if we have a weakness somewhere, they're going to show it to us. Now, we hope that it doesn't cost us a football game, but at the same time, it allows us to get better. And if I'm going to get my choice of when you're going to play the predicted number 1, I'm going to play them first and get it out of the way. Now, sometimes it makes them a little more pressure to win football games towards the end, but at the same time, I want to play them first so I can get better too.
I'll throw this at you. What the bye week did, I guess, is probably allow you to get a little healthy. Are you a little healthier than you were?
We are. We'll have some kids back, and we had a kid have a minor head injury, concussion and stuff like that. So he was able to, really get well. We held him out. He's still held out right now. And so, things like that. We didn't lose anybody from the Cattle Mills game. We were able to get everybody back and still get one more back. So, other than Winston Moss, of course, who had surgery last Friday, other than him, we'll have everybody back.
So I guess what are the keys to victory to beat Pottsboro tonight?
Well, special teams, we're going to have to do our job. We can't allow them to bust, a big play. And at the same time, we're going to have to control the special teams ball, control the field, and at the same time, we're going to have to, on offense, have the ball, control the clock, get some first downs. If we have to punt, we have to get 2 first downs. And that's going to be one of our goals. We got to get 2 first downs every drive. And if we'll do those things, keep the ball out of their hands, and let our team build confidence. We build confidence off running the football. So we got to build that confidence up, and at the same time, we're gonna have to play some great defense. We're gonna have to be very smart about what we're doing, and make sure our kids are in the right spot. But they got some weapons out there on the outside. Coach Poe's son's out there on one edge is about 6'4", and then the Mitchell kid's out there on the other side that runs about a 4'4". So we're going to have to do everything we can to keep the ball out of their hands and do our job.
You've been listening to the Douglas Propane Howe Bulldogs Coaches Show with Zack Hudson.